All right, hello, what is going on, people? It is Android here, and yeah, it is Monday. Monday, fun day, back from break and all those party shenanigans and whatnot. I actually kind of like Mondays now, which is something weird. I'm super busy now with the amount of homework I get, so it's kind of weird that you would think Mondays would be the worst for me, but I don't have any sports on Monday or anything else. So it's good for me to just, as of right now, I do. So it's good for me to just get my homework done and then chill, play some video games, and make a commentary. So with that being said, quickly, I'm actually gonna mention this quickly. The gameplay you're watching is Halo 4 Infinity Slayer on the map Solace. I'm playing with two of my friends, Decomatic31 and Triad Hero, both of which are really good at Halo 4, and I'm garbage. So I'm probably the reason this game was remotely close. And you'll notice my gameplay is awful. I go like 15-30 or something like that. But I had fun, and it was a competitive game, and it was really exciting. So I'll just kind of let you guys watch that if you're interested. But what I'm about to say really has nothing to do with it. So with that being said, in the coming week, I believe it starts Wednesday, but again, not really positive on that. The Consumer Electronics Show, which is a giant exposition, is happening in, oh geez, is it Las Vegas? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere on the West Coast, but again, not positive because I've never really gone there. And I didn't really want to research this commentary because I felt like just turning on the mic and talking. But the Consumer Electronics Show, the CES, as I'll just keep referring to it, this is always really cool, especially if you're a tech nerd like myself, because you always really get to see um, some awesome products that are released. I can pretty much go through and sum up what you're gonna see in like, if you're not nitpicking details, you're gonna see a bunch of really awesome monitors and TVs that are like 3D and translucent and really awesome things like that just blow your mind with the fact we've gotten this far with TV. New smartphones and tablets, that seems to be the norm. Like phones that can like go way underwater and other stuff like that. That's always seems to be a big one, especially by Samsung. Um, let's see. Oh, always new gadgets and accessories, new chips, processors, things like that. Really, it's basically the largest convention for any electronics company to present whatever it may be. Maybe it's a remote control helicopter, maybe it's a chip which will navigate a predator drone or something like that. So it's really interesting, and if you're someone who would possibly like in the future to be involved in tech, some sort of computer engineering based career, it's really good to pay attention because not only are these really good, like, sort of future looks at what you might be working with, those are also possible business opportunities. So, if you're someone who's interested in computers, like I am myself, I have kind of a wide interest in things, it's really good to check out. Mainly, though, from a gaming perspective, Turtle Beach and a few other game companies, I think Razer goes there, and they bring their headphones. I'm sorry, I just bought my mic. I don't know if you heard that. Headphones, controllers. Don't really know if they bring controllers, but a few gaming related pieces. I know Turtle Beach released a bunch of their new headphones last year at CES, and the one I'm actually using, the X32s, was actually showed there. And Turtle Beach is a company I follow because they do a really awesome job with their customer support, and they really kind of satisfy the consumer. And that's something I really like in a company, so I've always followed them, and I'm really excited. They actually updated their website, which makes me think that they're going to be introducing a bunch of new models, so I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing what they're going to have to offer. But any other gaming piece, if Razer's there, I'm sure they'll have a ton of awesome stuff, and the other tech stuff there will be cool. So make sure to check out CES. I think Spike TV, not sure if it's them, does like coverage of it, but I'm sure there are a bunch of online streams, and there'll be plenty of news articles. So if you're someone who likes reading up on that, there you go. And I kind of rambled on about that. So the next thing, kind of segueing from technology and gaming into modded controllers. So there's been this new theme apparently of like every Call of Duty player now. Like, it originally started with gaming headsets, right? Every Call of Duty player, not even Call of Duty, every gamer now needs a gaming headset. And I feel like we're starting now to get to the point where we need um modded controllers. I kind of just stuttered there, I'm sorry. Now that we need modded controllers, and it irritates me because when you when you kind of look at it hand in hand with the new Xbox coming out in a year, but I think it got back delayed, as my friend pointed out in an article that back delayed it. Oh man, I need to take a breath. um, Investing $100, I believe, is the Scuff game controller, and I believe roughly 80 is a Razer Sabertooth, which are the two that come to mind for modded controllers. But you can get them more expensive than that when you might get a new console in a year. I think it's kind of absurd. And does it really help your game? Does it? I I obviously can't say that, entirely. And in a way, like, that's like a lot of people say, all right, well, if you need a new controller, a regular Xbox controller is like $60, whereas, one of these Razer Sabertooths is only 80. Okay, fine. But to go out of your way when you already have like a nice Scuff gaming controller, or you already have like a nice I have a nice standard Xbox 360 controller. I'm not gonna go change it because $100 to drop $100 in that when I could get HD gameplay is yeah, is kind of like crazy, and I'm not gonna do that because it's kind of a waste of money. But with that being said, if it does, like, does it? See, this is where I get confused. If it does help your gameplay, maybe it's worth the investment. To me, it kind of gives an unfair advantage because, all right, this is the best way I can kind of describe it. If you had a soccer cleat or a tennis racket or a hockey stick or a baseball bat or lacrosse stick or whatever it is, whatever sport you play, I don't really care what it is. If it did the job perfectly every time for you, if it gave you an unfair advantage, so unfair, like over another player, if it's offering you a different like aspect, like, see, I have a hard time describing it because you could argue, all right, you buy a nicer lacrosse head, buy a lighter lacrosse shaft, you can get more whip, faster shot, more goals are able to be scored. I get that, but in my opinion, like, adding a complete new feature to a controller isn't just lightening a lacrosse shaft. It's like, like, to me, that would be like having a button on your lacrosse stick that would shoot the ball perfectly every time for you. So, I'm just really confused. I personally think modded controllers are a waste of money, and I guess unless you're sponsored by the company, I really don't see no purpose in getting one. The only reason that it would be cool to get one is to spec out your own colors, but they want, again, absurd amounts of money for that. So I don't see myself getting a modded controller in the near future, especially with the new consoles coming out. There's really no point. Finally, want to mention content on this channel. So I would like to do a walkthrough or playthrough or let's play or something of that nature for a game. Not quite sure on what now. Thinking maybe Minecraft, maybe Portal, maybe Pokemon, maybe Slender. I don't know. Whatever sounds like it would be fun for me. If you guys have any suggestions, please post it in the game. Please post it in the comments below. All right, I think that's a signal that I should probably stop talking, but I'll kind of let the gameplay play out for the rest of you guys here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, please leave a comment. Wow, why would I put an alliteration like that in my commentary? I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'll see you guys later.